This is Module 3 for Contemporary Programming. This week we're going to cover kind of a variety of different topics. We're going to look at the history of the .NET Framework, talk about how it came to be, what it looks like, how it started, give you kind of a brief overview of what the framework is today, and then talk a little bit about where it's going in the future. We'll be discussing business models, so how you look at a project, how you construct a use case scenario, how you build out your model classes for your project. Third thing we'll talk about is multi-form application, so how do you actually build an application that has more than one form? So you're wanting to build an app that has multiple forms. How do you go about delegating tasks to different forms? How do you retrieve data back from those forms? How do you allow them to interact with one another? And the final thing that we'll be covering is actually taking your project that you have stored inside of a Git repository and uploading it to GitHub. We're going to be utilizing the University of Cincinnati GitHub, and that's just because it's a resource that's available. We can then exchange content together, and it will make it a lot easier for me to troubleshoot issues that you may be having with your code by simply having you upload and sync your contents of your local Git repository up to the GitHub, and then I can download those copies and then look at your code. So it doesn't require us to email code back and forth, and makes that exchange a lot easier. So that'll be the topics for this week.